this gets my balls tingling. Okay, let's be honest here. Florida Man games, that's amazing. It's Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen. Spread love, spread joy. Santa's on his way, ladies and gentlemen.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
He's going to climb down the chimney and molest you.
Florida Man steals alligator from golf course. Tries teaching it a lesson by throwing it on roof of bar.
Kind of thought he was going to try and shove his feet in my mouth.
That is so gross. I feel like I sound like a man, and I don't really love that. Do I regularly sound like a man?
Yeah, regularly. I'm kidding. You sound like yourself. You sound like yourself.
You mean I regularly sound
No,
like this deep?
You sound like yourself.
AJ, I didn't know that. I sound like myself most of the time.
You sound like
And
a girl.
if I sound like a man or like a
No.
little prepubescent boy, I sound like a boy.
You sound like yourself. You sound good. Great.
Okay,
Great,
whatever.
actually. Yeah. Ready to jump in?
Yeah.
Get
Start
into it? Okay. Well, what's going on, everybody? We are back at the normal setup for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode with my parents. It was it's a pretty stressful one. We had some broken equipment.
It was not broken per se.
It was per se. It was broken.
Per se, it wasn't. And you blame that on your little baby sister.
Oh, that's a dog.
Who doesn't
that
even
look-
know better.
That's a dog
Who
that.
doesn't even know better.
That's a dog that very much resembles a rat.
She's not a
So-
rat. She's a little weenie.
Yeah. But guys, we're back. We're back at the normal
Beautiful
set
girl.
for you guys. We're excited to jump back on here. I'm feeling good today, actually. For some reason, this
tired.
entire week, I haven't wanted to do this episode. We've been putting it off.
Me neither. Yeah.
It's the last second. But I'm feeling good now that we're on here.
I'm not feeling good. Look at that weather.
I love this weather.
I
It's
want to
amazing.
be home. I don't want to go to work. I want to be home.
Well, we're home for a little bit.
I guess. Not really. You're home until
It should
6
be like this
because
this
you
mo-
barely ever work
it should,
any
hey,
hours.
It should be like this weekend, though. So
No, it should be freezing this weekend. And I'm
Exactly,
going to
so-
want to be in bed every
so we'll
single
get
day
to
of my
stay.
life.
So we'll get to be home and enjoy this weather. For you guys that are listening, watching, whatever,
We're in Colorado.
we're in Colorado. It's finally starting to get to cold weather and not burning hot heat. So the last few days have been the first actual cold,
Yesterday,
cloudy.
immaculate weather. Immaculate.
I love this weather. It's what I've
It
waited
was
for.
like breezy, a little warm, but a little breezy. It was like, it was so nice. It was a little cooler, and I just thought it was amazing. You should
Yeah.
have been outside as much as you possibly could yesterday. It was so nice. Tonight's going to be a little cold.
Last night
and
definitely got
thankfully-
cold. Last night definitely got cold.
I don't know. I wasn't really outside that much.
Well, I'm
and I
not talking
had a
about
fan.
outside. I mean, you could feel it in here. It got cold.
No, I was on the blankets. I couldn't feel any
Yeah, I
coldness.
know. Yeah.
But today is going to be super cold. I know that. And I'm going to
Yeah.
be outside for half of my day at work. So that's going to be
We're supposed to
lovely.
get our first snow of the season on Saturday.
I'm actually pretty excited, not excited to drive in it per se.
I'm excited to see how my car drives in it.
Yeah, I'm really too because, my Explorer really handled in the snow and I loved driving that thing.
Your car's
But-
gonna do fine.
I will say, one time my Explorer, I don't know if it was the tires or my brakes, but I was going to Cali's or something and the light was turning red.
And you
and I
did a
couldn't
360
stop.
spin through
No.
the stop.
Yeah, pretty much. I was trying to stop so hard and my car just slid right through the intersection.
Nice.
And that was terrifying because it was a pretty busy
Right.
intersection.
Nice.
Everyone was just honking at me. I was like, dude, it's not my fault. But I understand. I just went through a red freaking light.
Yeah.
But that was actually terrifying. I was like, am I going to die in a second? Because, these cars don't
Wow.
technically have to stop. It's their turn to go. And the car just slid right through.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
I am too. And that was a
Personally.
pretty busy street. I don't know how they didn't take care of it. How they didn't have the ice melts on the street. I don't know how they didn't take care of
Yeah.
that street. That could have happened to a lot of other people and caused some really bad accidents.
Yeah. It's a great question.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of accidents on Saturday because it's going to be the first snow of this season.
Yeah. So it should be
And a lot of
lovely.
people in Colorado don't know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah.
Me, for one, I don't. I'm always so scared.
Well,
I
you don't
drive,
know how to drive in general, so. Yeah.
No, I'm a
That's-
much better driver than you are.
No, that's
I'm a
not
much
true.
better driver than you are. First
That's-
off, you always go in whatever lane you want to.
No, that's not true.
You always drive in 2 separate lanes.
No, that's not truthful.
That
at
is
all,
truthful.
Actually, that's. Not
I
truthful
always
at all.
see you. I always see you.
No.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, great weather, nice and cold. And yeah, the NBA's back. Got to watch a game last night.
go
at work.
Nuggets. Woo!
Yeah, we're in Colorado, so we have a Nuggets.
And he likes some Mavs now.
Listen, here's my situation.
I don't want to
Here's my
hear
situation.
that. I don't want to hear that.
Here's my situation.
Oh my gosh, Kyrie's on this team.
Here's my situation. Let me explain for the people watching, listening, people that show up to hear the sweet words that leave my mouth. Here's my situation, guys, okay? I have never lived in a place where there's been a basketball team. I've moved all around my entire life, and we've never lived in a place that had a basketball team until Colorado. We've never lived in a place that had a basketball team until Colorado.
What about Kansas? They don't have one?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We've never lived in a place that had a basketball team or an NBA team until Colorado. Now, when we used to live in Missouri, that's when I got into basketball. It was the 2016 season, the year that LeBron, Kyrie, and the Cavs won the NBA championship. That's the year that got me into the NBA. So I was just a Kyrie fan to start. And so I only watched the Cavs. I watched the Cavs religiously. That's why we had to bring the Cavs Kyrie jersey out today.
Okay, but you kind of sound like a bandwagoner. Like you were
Because, no. It's not
rooting for Nuggets, and now you're like, oh, I'm gonna
Okay, yeah.
jump
I'm
ship
gonna, listen.
and root for the
listen.
Mavs.
I'm gonna
season.
root for the Nuggets when they're in the championship. I live in Colorado. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll root for the Nuggets instead of
Okay,
who
but
are they
when-
playing? Instead of the Heat. They're playing. Wait, were they playing? Yeah, they're playing the Heat.
Yeah, isn't that LeBron's?
No,
No?
that's Jimmy Butler, which I kind of
No,
want.
didn't he play for the Heat?
Well, yeah,
though?
he did. at one
Well, what does
point.
he play for now?
The Lakers. Yeah,
Is this his second time playing for the Lakers?
this is like his 4th season playing for the Lakers. Yeah, you're a bit behind, but yeah. So I kind of have an excuse because when we moved to Colorado, that was the first place we've lived with an NBA team. It was the Nuggets, and I like the Nuggets. We go to Nuggets games sometimes. It's fun. I like to watch the Nuggets.
I want to go
but
to a Nuggets game.
My favorite player has always been Kyrie, so I just like Kyrie, like watching him. But over the last few years, the last like 3 years probably, he hasn't really been Kyrie anymore. He hasn't really been Kyrie. He says a lot of crazy things. It just doesn't seem like he was really focused on basketball, and just it was hard for me to watch. It was hard. I didn't really watch the NBA much over the last few years just because of that, and other things. But last night I watched the Mavs game at work. I watched Kyrie ball out, and I was like, man, that was the first game in, a handful of years where I was like, man, that actually kind of looks like Kyrie. Like, that got me excited. I was like, man, it's been a while. And he's kind of getting up there. He's like 29 now, 30 maybe.
He looks older than that, but
So I was like, damn, that kind of actually looked like Kyrie. It's fun to see him and Luka play. So we had to bring the Kyrie Cavs jersey out today to remember the 2016 season. 2016 was really just the best year ever.
isn't he the one that was on Henry, or is that a
No,
different
that's
player?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh yes.
Yes.
2016.
2016.
Is it the Mavs Dallas?
Yeah.
Bandwagoner.
Not
Stop
bandwagoner.
making that sound.
I've never lived anywhere with an NBA team until Colorado.
Okay, Colorado. So you should be a Nuggets fan.
Just because I moved to Colorado, it's the first
Yeah.
place with an NBA team. I've always been
When
a
have
Kyrie
you
fan.
ever been to Dallas?
I've always been a Kyrie
Have you
fan.
ever even been to Dallas?
I've always been a Kyrie fan. We were supposed to move to Dallas at one point.
When have you ever even been to Dallas?
So if I would have moved to Dallas, then would I be a Mavs fan?
Yes.
Listen,
I don't know. If it was your first place moving to with a basketball team instead of Colorado, yes. But now that you're in Colorado, no.
well,
Have you ever even been to Dallas? Like, have you ever visited Texas?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Yeah,
personally.
exactly. I haven't.
Well, we already knew that, but I'm not gonna answer that question personally. But 2016, best year of my life. Best year of a lot of people's lives, actually.
Why?
You didn't like 2016. Everybody agrees with that.
I don't know. That was so long ago. I
Everybody-
was like 15.
Everybody agrees with that. 2016 was is
You had to been 13.
no
How do you even remember that?
2016.
If I was 15,
2016, like I said, that's the year I got into the NBA. Also, that was 2K16, the best 2K to ever be out. is amazing. Also,
I was in high school, so probably not the best year of my life.
I was in
will say.
middle school, so
That's disgusting.
yeah, we got a cougar on our hands.
Whatever.
Rawr.
I'm pretty sure that might have been my first year of high school.
Probably.
My freshman year, yeah.
I was in 8th grade.
Definitely not my best year. Definitely not my best year of freshman, no.
Definitely my best year. I love 2016. Everybody loves 2016.
I loved the last year of middle school. That was probably my best year. 8th grade.
8th grade.
Any middle school year or elementary school.
No, really 8th grade was the only middle school year I enjoyed. 7th grade kind of.
Well, my middle school was pretty cool.
My middle school was not so much. It's where I met John though.
That's cool.
So John
My middle
knows.
school was a little bit,
John
like
knows.
a little bit.
Thugs got guns running around.
No.
You got middle schoolers 4 feet tall walking around with
no.
Glocks.
My middle school was like kind of like not really lower class, but if I had to say, there were like some big freaking really stupid rich white kids there, but it was like the lower class rich white kids. I don't want to say it was like in a lower class
So
area,
they weren't
but
rich
they were
enough for you.
no,
They
that's not
weren't
what
wide
I'm saying.
enough. They weren't wide
was
enough. They weren't
kinda
rich
like-
enough.
I
Wasn't
don't want
good
to say
enough.
like
we
the
were kind
the
of looking
rich
for
white
the-
people ghetto, but it was like
we were kind of looking for like the blonde,
gross-
blue eye country
yeah,
club
no,
people.
no, that was it. That was most of the people that went there. But
So
I
it
just
sounds like you were in a pretty high-end elementary school or middle school.
middle
actually.
school. I want to say I was, but it was just
man.
like,
Oh man.
I mean, it was cute. It was in like a cute area. I felt really safe there. I wasn't necessarily because one of my middle school teachers had like a sexual assault case,
Lovely.
but ended up being like falsely accused.
You want to know? You want to know something about that? Actually,
What?
That's a great story I have for you. So my first year of high school.
I cannot say him.
Oh, that's nice. My first year of high school, I went to Renaissance,
Mm-hmm.
which was a high school in Castle Rock. It's supposed to be like this new. I may have told you a little bit.
I think
about
you
this.
did. It was
It's
like
supposed to
a
be-
performing arts.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's supposed to be like this new kind of school where you kind of study more like what you want to do. Like I was doing like YouTube and stuff there, like crazy stuff. Then you had a few core classes, like you had to take math, English, stuff like that. It was supposed to be this new kind of school. Had a giant slide that went down the middle of the school.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah.
What the frick?
It was
Who
a gr-
does that?
It was a great idea. But they executed it so poorly. It was awful.
Oh, and the
um,
principal. Yeah, you
The
did tell me.
assistant principal.
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah,
told
he
me
got
this.
caught taking pictures of girls' skirts.
That is so disgusting. Middle
Yeah.
schoolers.
Yeah, middle schoolers. Yeah. Well, no, not middle schoolers. High schoolers. That was my freshman year.
Oh, I thought it was a middle school.
No,
See,
no.
my wood shop teacher. Did you have wood shop?
At that school, yeah.
That was cool. I
We
like
made a
wood
bench.
shop. We made like some bookends and like.
We
cool
made a
stuff like
car.
that. No, you didn't.
No,
Anyway,
we built a house. A bird house.
that teacher was weirdo, and I'm
Nice.
pretty sure he would like drop things on purpose to see girls like, like up their skirts or whatever.
Mhm,
But
yep.
it could have just like been like a vibe, but he was just super creepy and weird. But that was the absolute, like, that was the best class. Besides that and tech ed. Did you have tech ed?
No clue what tech
That's
ed
like-
is. No
I'm pretty
idea.
sure tech ed is like where you work on computers and like try to make like airplane simulations and stuff like that. That was super fun as well. Those were my two favorite classes besides gym, because I was the master at dodgeball. I don't know if anyone from middle school wants to vouch for me. I was a master at dodgeball.
Oh, that's the most cap thing I've ever heard in my life.
I
That's the
was.
most cap thing I've ever heard in my life.
Someone needs to vouch for me
Next
from
thing I-
middle school.
next thing I wanna
Westlake
hear
Middle
is-
School, I need to hear
Next-
someone vouch for me.
Next thing I'm gonna hear is I was a master at basketball.
I was in high school. I was a master at
Yeah,
basketball.
We went and played basketball. I saw
Mountain
you
range.
airball a free throw.
No, mountain range,
So-
high school. You better vouch for me. Someone vouch for me.
No.
Jason in my let's see, 2019. I think it was team sports class. Jason, this other kid. I don't remember your name, but vouch for me. Callie, vouch for me. I was always making those shots.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yep.
No.
Layups, 3 points.
No.
Yep.
No. By the way, guys, this is kind of a random jump, but I forgot to say this at the beginning of the episode. This is kind of the Halloween episode,
Oh,
because it'll be the last episode before Halloween. I did have a good idea to do a whole, like, we were going to get costumes and stuff, but we just didn't have time.
Yeah, or the money. We didn't have the funds.
Yeah, or the money. So we had this little guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you rip the tag off?
I did. I didn't like it. Wasn't the vibe.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have this little guy. This is our Halloween decoration.
Do you even know his name?
I'm dressed as Kyrie Irving today.
Do you even know his
She's
name?
dressed as Ghostface. No, I don't know. No, I've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I haven't either, but I'm pretty sure it's like Leatherface or something.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong, but okay.
Pretty sure it is. Let me go ahead and look that up.
Pretty sure that's wrong, but we can roll with
Pretty
it.
sure you're wrong.
We can roll with it.
I think I have seen like a bit of Texas Chainsaw, but I don't think I've seen a whole thing. Oh, Leatherface is a character from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Wowie, wowie,
That's not wrong
wow.
there. But happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. I didn't get to do as much as I wanted with the podcast this year, but Christmas, we're going to go all out.
Oh, doggy.
Oh, doggy. Christmas, we're going to go all out for you guys.
Yeah, we will.
It's going to be great.
We're actually going to get some decorations, like window clings and stuff that I wanted for Halloween. But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Yeah, Halloween. We already had a bunch of Halloween decorations my parents
we
gave
didn't
us.
have a bunch.
We
Not
were given an
anyone
entire
can
tub.
See, well, yeah, but that's like not anyone.
We have a
can
black
see.
cat over there. We have pumpkins right here. We have a pumpkin right there. We got a pumpkin right there. We got a skeleton right
I
there.
want stuff for like when people's walking by and they're like, "Oh, that apartment is cute. That apartment is
stuff out there.
decorated."
We have 2 pumpkins. Jack-o'-lanterns.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you're enjoying it. I hope you don't get kidnapped when you're trick-or-treating, and I hope you don't have razor blades in your candy. That would be my hopes for you guys.
Or just buy your own bag of candy and then eat it.
Well,
Turn all your
yeah.
lights off.
Nice.
That's what I do.
But talking about holidays, we're just gonna jump right into this one. We'll backtrack to the other stuff we were gonna talk about. Talking about holidays, guys, we're
It's Christmas time.
almost back around to where we were last year. One of the first episodes of this podcast talking about Christmas. Guys, Christmas is right around the corner. Right around the corner. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because it is here.
I don't think I can hear anymore. Thank you so much.
Like we
for
said
that.
last year, Thanksgiving, get the fuck out the way.
I like Thanksgiving.
Get the fuck out the way.
No, I like Thanksgiving.
It's Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to Christmas.
Oh, no, I
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, rock. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. We already have our Christmas tree up and presents underneath it. And if you have a problem with that, try and stop me.
I have presents
Try-
underneath it for AJ.
Try and stop me. Try and stop me.
I have his whole shopping done. But I like Thanksgiving. He was saying get out of the way. I like Thanksgiving. I like to
too
eat
bad.
turkey.
It's too bad.
I like to eat turkey. I like to eat, mashed potatoes. I'm probably maybe going to make my own mashed potatoes instead of having my grandpa's lumpy, dumpy mashed potatoes. with all
No.
the freaking
Whoa.
chunks in it. I don't like the chunky mashed
Let's
potatoes.
not take shots at my man Gramps here, because I can promise
I don't
you
like
those
his
mashed
lumpy
potatoes
no,
are probably great.
No, my mashed
If
potatoes.
it's anything like his salsa, it's an A+, and it's gonna
First
carry us all
off,
the way.
my mashed potatoes, great. Never have lumpy dumpies in my mashed potatoes. It's always so smooth, buttery, whatever. So seasoned to perfection. I'm making my own mashed potatoes and they will enjoy it. I will call my grandpa and say, leave the mashed potatoes to me and leave the green bean casserole to me. Because, whoa, you've never had my green bean casserole?
I've had my
So-
mother's green bean casserole. That's my favorite thing she makes. And
Okay.
if you think you're gonna top my mother,
I will top your mother.
there's the door.
I will
there's
top
the
your
door.
mother.
You ain't gonna touch
Sorry,
Mama
Tiffany,
T.
but I will.
You ain't
I
gonna
will
touch
touch
Mama
Mama T.
T's green
I
bean
will touch
casserole.
Mama T's green bean casserole
There's the door.
because my green bean casserole top notch, baby.
Yeah, that's cap.
Top
That's
notch.
cap. We're not listening to that.
I've been making green bean casserole with my grandma, before I could even talk, before I could even
Yeah,
walk.
before I could even walk or talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Showed me up there.
Crazy.
She said, put this in there. I was like, goo goo gaga,
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
making top notch casserole
Yeah.
before I was even freaking in the womb. I was making
Yeah.
top-notch casserole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So came out the
Oh,
womb knowing how to
gosh.
make this green bean casserole.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Top-notch.
No.
I'd be on like the Great Britain baking show or whatever.
The Great Britain Baking Show.
Or
no.
whatever that
Ramsay
show.
would come on there and call you an idiot sandwich.
No.
Kick you off.
Gordon Ramsay.
What are
But-
you? An idiot sandwich.
Gordon Ramsay would be on his knees.
No.
For my green bean casserole.
I hope he sees this somehow.
I hope he sees it too. I'd bring major publicity. So,
Oh my
Gordon
gosh.
Ramsay, if you're watching,
Well-
please, put us on your Instagram story or something. Put
Well,
us out there. Put us on the map.
we will have a bunch of Christmas decorations for the podcast. We will be doing that. Like I said, the tree is already up, looking beautiful, looking
Cute.
amazing. I'll add a
Except
picture of
our,
that for you guys.
our 3 little ornaments.
We got ornaments from Dollar Tree. I'm not gonna lie. I already had the Christmas lights from the podcast last year. My mom got us the tree, so
I'll just take all my
Yeah.
grandpa's ornaments. I'll just say, you know what?
yeah,
My tree needs this.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, Christmas is right around the corner, guys. It's we're back to that happy holiday season. Spread love, spread joy. Santa's on his way, ladies and gentlemen.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
He's gonna climb down the chimney and molest you. Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen. A fat man that breaks into your house to give you gifts. Yeah. But he's here, and he's coming. Yeah, so get ready for Christmas, guys, because, we're going to be hyping it up the next 2 months. So, just get ready for it. But we'll backtrack a little bit. Back to what I actually had to start the notes. Me and Hannah have been getting into a new hobby, guys.
Yeah, it's like crack. It's an addiction.
Yeah, I didn't expect Hannah to get into it as much as she is. I just kind of started doing it, and then all of a sudden she's like, I need more. I need more. Give it to me now. Like a freaking crack addict. Like she needs a heroin hit.
Yeah.
So we've been getting into sports cars, guys. We've been getting into sports cars. And let me tell you right now, for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, you guys, you don't know how to resell them. It's not a good investment. You guys are just wasting. This is called a hobby. This is called having
I feel
fun.
like that's kind of a shot fired.
No, it's not a shot fired. It's not a shot fired.
It is a shot
Because
fired.
I know what you're talking about. It's not a shot fired. There's other people that are going to say stuff like this.
Okay.
And so I'm just
Whatever.
saying, this is called a hobby. This is called having fun with your
Yeah, I like
girlfriend.
it.
Okay? When
Which I don't really know much about sports. Like, of course, like I know which cards are good because obviously you can tell which cards
Yeah.
are good. But I just like to be the one to open the packs and be like, "Oh, babe, look what I found. This
Yeah.
card is amazing." And I like for him to be excited at my cards.
Yeah.
This is what I'm interested in, and I
and
just
she's
like
slowly learning. She's slowly
I'm
learning.
slowly
I
learning.
mean, I don't even know that much about it, honestly. Like, I know a little bit. I know the players, obviously, and I'm starting to learn, like, what the cards are, blah, blah, blah. But it's definitely fun. It's definitely a good time. And so we were gonna talk about, we may start a card breaking page.
yeah, but we
doing
do not
something.
have a name yet. Well, we kind of have a name, but we're
We're still working on it. It's
we're
in the
kind of more
works.
brainstorming.
So be on the lookout for that, guys, because it may come out soon. I've been watching Caked Breaks. Caked Breaks is amazing. Amazing.
Not sponsored.
I love those people. They're what got me into this, honestly. Love those people. But yes, we got into cards, guys. As a lot of other people's girlfriends do, when you go to Target, they won't let you get a pack. My girlfriend forces me to get a pack, and so we're going broke. We're slowly going broke.
The other day, there was a, how do you say that card name again?
Mosaic,
Mosaic.
Yeah.
There was a Mosaic, an NBA,
NBA,
and a Prism. Just what was
Prism
it?
NFL.
Prism NFL. And I was like, oh, let's just split the cost of this box. And he goes, well, if we split the cost, because they were what, $30 each.
Mhm.
They were $30 each, and it was like the 24 cards or the 36 cards, whatever it was. And he says, well, if we split the cost, we can get both boxes. I sprinted
Yeah.
to go get that other Mosaic box because he was between the Mosaic and the Prism, and I had hid these boxes.
Yeah, she hid them a few days before.
I
we were in
hid
Target
them.
because I didn't want to get them
Yeah.
that day, so she hid them, and they were still hidden where she had put them.
Yeah, because they were the last two, so I hid them. And the manager of our Target was literally watching me pull it out. And I was like, obviously, you guys don't do a good job, cleaning your store because you would have found this. But I hid it behind some, like, Waterloos or whatever those waters are called. I was like, no one's going to get freaking sparkling water, so I'm just going to hide it. And, of course, 3 days later, there they were.
Yeah.
So I sprinted because I left the mosaic box hidden again. And he's just like, whatever. And he didn't want to get these 2 boxes. So I was just, like, begging him to get these 2 boxes. And we did.
Because you know what, guys? What it comes down to is,
It's happiness.
like, yeah, it's happiness, it's joy. You're spending time with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
You're spending time
if
with
you're
whoever.
under a
It's-
bridge, as long as you're happy. As
It's-
long as you're happy if you're living under
It's
a
a
bridge.
little bit of money, guys. Like, you have fun. Like, she bought a $60 box the other day.
It was not $60. I had like
Okay.
$25
She
in
had Target money or something.
Circle.
It's still
So it
money,
was like
but-
$25, whatever, or $30 on Target Circle, whatever.
Yeah.
It ended up being $25. So
It was a good
basically
box. It was the
free
best
money.
box we've had, though. It's the best box that we've had. She got that, had delivered. It's supposed to be for Christmas, but
it was not supposed to
she's
be
a crack addict.
And I let him know that. I said one is for fun, and the rest that I buy is for Christmas.
Well, it's supposed to be for Christmas.
It
but
was not.
We opened it last night because she's a crack addict. I brought some cards to show you guys, actually. But, yeah, like I was saying, we may start a card breaking page. If you guys don't know who Caked Breaks is, go check them out because thinking about doing something like that, obviously it'll be on a very small scale to start. Like, I got a whole plan in my head. Got a whole plan. Because immediately when I get an idea like this, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna
Bro, your pits are out.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's gross.
There you go, guys. Immediately when I get an idea in my head like this, I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna be the best. We're gonna be the best at it, and we're gonna make it happen.
I just feel like we have. They stream like for what, like 24 hours or what?
They stream they do an AM stream and a PM stream. They stream Monday through
Ah.
Friday. Sometimes they just do an AM. Sometimes they just do a PM.
Mhm.
Sometimes if they make enough money or they sell enough packs in the AM, they'll do a PM stream, whatever. So my idea to start it off is starting the page, and I already have a page that we're going to use. I'm trying to get logged into a TikTok page that we can use, but I can't remember the login information for whatever reason. And I'm just going to take one of my cards and do a little giveaway with it. Once we hit a certain amount of followers, we'll give away a card to start it out. That's a
One
great
of your
start.
good cards?
Not one of the great cards,
Oh,
but
okay.
I already know the card I'm going to give away. So, do a little card giveaway to start out, get people interested. Because, I don't want to say the name we're talking about, but that one we were talking about last night that you said,
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
yeah.
The
I liked
CB.
yeah. I liked that one because a lot of these card breaking pages, they aren't honest people. They'll get a good card, and what they're supposed to do is when they open the pack, they get a good card, they give it to the person that bought the pack.
Yeah.
But sometimes they'll just
Do you
they'll-
not get the whole pack?
No, you do.
Oh.
But sometimes these card breaking pages, they'll notice it's a good card and they'll hide it and then take it behind the camera and take the card and act like it wasn't there. And so I liked that name because obviously if we do it, build a name of genuineness and trust and just actually have fun with it. That's the main thing. Because I think live streaming and just opening
That's,
packs,
like,
giving away cards,
screwed
to people is
up.
awesome. So yeah, it is screwed
Because
up.
some people pay like $4,000 for those boxes. And if
Yeah.
people, what? I'd
Yeah.
be
But
mad.
well, yeah. But that's kind of why I liked that name because it'd be building a brand of genuineness, trust, and just having fun. So, yeah, but we brought a couple cards to show you guys that we pulled so far. We pulled one of these last night,
From the mega box, from the mega mosaic box.
that Hannah got. So first we'll show you this card. This card we actually just pulled out of a random hang pack from Target, which is actually a good card. It is a...
But you said you don't like this guy.
No, I do like this guy.
But you said you don't want him anymore.
What?
Is this
I
not...
don't know what you're talking
Let
about.
me see him. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Okay, so this card, like I said, was just pulled from a hanging pack from Target. I do like doing the retail packs. A lot of people say, a lot of these, hard-headed, psychotic card collectors like to say, don't do retail packs, whatever. Guys, like I said, we're just trying to have fun. That's the point. And if we do start a page, it's just to have fun. So this was just from a hang pack. It's a Chet Holmgren, rated rookie, Don Russ, silver, hollow card. It's a pretty dang good card. It's like a $70 card. So that was an amazing pull, actually, from that pack, just a hanging pack. I mean, really, any Chet Holmgren card is a really good card. obviously coming from that pack for the rookies. So that was a really good card to pull, especially just from a retail pack like that. So that was pretty exciting. And then the big boy.
I pulled this.
Yeah, Hannah did pull this
Keep
one.
in mind, I pulled
This was from the pack that she got last night. Right now, what we're hunting for is an autograph card. We're trying to get an auto. That's our main
I'm
goal
pretty
right
sure
now.
this is actually, I stole one of the packs from AJ because it was taking entirely way too long. And I think this may have been from the pack that I stole from him. But I think it honestly might have been mine. I think it might have been mine. I think it might have been mine, though.
Well, this is the big boy in the collection right now. This is the best card that we've pulled so far. It is a Mosaic CJ Stroud. I forgot exactly what the name is. It's a Mosaic CJ Stroud, like a yellow reflective prism rookie card. That's a great card right there. That's like a $70 to $100 card right there. So that's like the best card we have in our collection so far. And I mean, that's just sick. I love CJ Stroud. I think he's a great rookie. And obviously to just pull any rookie card. This one I think we're going to hold on to. Because, well, I mean, we're probably going to hold on to both of these, honestly, because
we're going to hang on to all of them.
Because this one, well, yeah, we also collect so we can give them to our kids and stuff. But this card, like, if this guy ends up being super good, CJ Stroud ends up being super good, which I think he has the possibility of being. I mean, he's doing great this year. He goes off, this card could be worth a couple thousand here in a few years. So that's obviously an awesome card. But like I said, guys, we're not even doing it for the money. It's just for fun and just having a good time and just finding the cool cards, having fun with it. So, yeah, that's like the two top cards we have. I just wanted to show you that real quick and give you guys a little insight on what we've been doing. But we can jump into some of these things because we've actually been going for a minute.
Yeah, a lot of people think this is like an investment opportunity. We just like it for.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say actually before we switch is all these people that go into these stores like Target, Walmart, and buy up all the boxes and just leave scraps for everybody else. You are the scum of the earth.
Yeah, because first off, you're taking away from all the Pokemon collectors, especially.
I see all these kids that come in here and they're like, "Oh my gosh, there's no cards left." Like if I find a pack, I'm telling you right now, like if there's like one last sports pack there and I'm going to get it and a kid wants it, I'm going to give it to a kid.
But there's multiple people out there who are like in their 30s, 40s, like
just have fun with it. The point of it is just to have fun, man. Like that's just the point of it is to have fun, bring up the new generation, share cards. You know, it's just supposed to be fun. Have a good time with it. That's what we do. We have fun with it. We don't go into like Target and Walmart trying to buy up all these packs. We're like, oh, we're getting groceries. Oh, let's grab a pack. See what we get. It's fun.
It is fun.
Just a little hobby. So yeah, want to show you guys that. It's pretty fun, pretty cool thing. I think. I've been into cards a few times, but I haven't really started my own collection. So it's definitely been fun to start my own collection. And
his mom kind of started his addiction when she purchased a $13 hanging pack from Walgreens.
Yeah, that crap is super overpriced.
Well, $13.
So yeah, but just want to show you guys that. Definitely a fun thing. So yeah, those are two of the top cards we have so far. And yeah, be on the lookout for that new card breaking page. But yeah, we can jump into some of these stories actually because I think we've actually been going a decent amount of time. So that's not what I meant to do. So far,
I'm gonna go with mine first.
We're actually gonna save yours for last.
No,
because we'll finish out with that one. Because that one has two different links that we can go to. It's got a few different stories on it that we can run through.
Okay.
But the first one we'll start with, guys. We're bringing back the segment of like bringing back the news things because I think we need to bring it back. It was good. We haven't done it in a while, and so we're bringing it back, guys. And like you guys know, I just read the titles of these. I save them, and then we read the whole article with you guys. Okay. So the first one we got for you today is a $1.4 million speeding ticket surprised a Georgia man before officials clarified the situation. So let's just imagine for a second.
So it wasn't 1.4 million that he had to actually pay.
Well, no, he didn't have to actually end up paying it. But let's just imagine for a second you get pulled over. It's just a normal traffic stop, speeding, whatever. You get pulled over. Cop hands you a $1.4 million ticket. I mean, I might just leave that traffic stop and drive off the nearest bridge.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty good idea. I'll say thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You see that bridge over there? Head that way, because I will be off of it soon. So, yeah, but it says, a Georgia man was left reeling after receiving a $1.4 million speeding ticket, but city officials say the figure was just a placeholder, not the actual fine. Now, they say it was just a placeholder, not the actual fine, but there was something else I read in another article on it, another title that I had read. It says, Connor Cato tells in Savannah that he received the citation after getting pulled over in September for driving 90 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. He called the court thinking,
Holy
yeah, so he was going pretty fast above the speed
Yeah.
limit, but he called the court thinking the figure was a typo, but says he was told right here. They're just saying it was a placeholder. But when he called the court saying, hey, I have a $1.4 million speeding ticket here. Can you tell me how we're going to figure this out? Because something has to be wrong. They said he has to either pay the ticket or appear in court in December. So my man had to be having a heart attack at that.
Yeah, honestly.
He had to be saying, this is it. This is it. I'm done. And so Savannah officials say anyone caught driving more than 35 miles per hour above the speed limit has to appear in court where a judge will determine the actual fine. The figure Cato received reflected a placeholder that was automatically generated by e-citation software used by the local recorder's court, said Joshua Peacock, a spokesman for Savannah city government. The actual fine cannot exceed $1,000 in addition to state mandated cost. Well, if the actual fine can't exceed $1,000, why don't you have your systems set to where the generated fine can't exceed $1,000? We do not issue that placeholder as a threat to scare anybody into court, even if this person heard differently from somebody in our organization, Peacock told the Associated Press. That's bullshit. If you're going to give somebody a $1.4 million ticket,
they're going to be scared. Honestly.
He added that the court is currently working on adjusting the placeholder language to avoid any confusion. Yeah, well, quite a bit of confusion added in that one.
You should know a lot about going to court for a speeding ticket, yeah?
Yeah, I did go to court for a speeding ticket, guys. I was supposed to appear online. I missed my date, so then I had to go into court, and then that was my first time ever going into court or ever having to do anything for a speeding ticket or anything. So I had no idea what to do. And so
he was sat in front of a jury, and they were deciding if he was guilty or not.
No, it was not a jury. I had to go in front of a judge, though, and I called my dad. I was like, because you have to fill out a sheet, and you have to say, like, what, like, if you're going to plead guilty or if you want to talk to a lawyer or something. And so I called my dad. I was like, what should I do? He's like, just plead guilty. Just plead guilty and be done with it. And I was like, okay. So I pled guilty, and then I went in front of the judge, and she was like, so she did all the crap, and then she asked me a question which I should not have pleaded guilty to, but I was like, yeah, I plead guilty. And she's like, okay, well, you just told me that you did have your paperwork, so why are you pleading guilty? Because that's going to be an extra $500. I was like, oh. She's like, yeah, just go back in there and meet with a lawyer and then come back in here in a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, it was an interesting experience, but not fun. Did still have to pay like $100.
That's so embarrassing.
How is that embarrassing?
I had to go to jury duty like a week ago.
Yeah. That's embarrassing.
The most boring thing I've ever had to do. But I won't have to do it for another 2 years, so
yeah.
Yay. Literally just sat like on those benches, not even like in the jury stand. The whole time I was sat on those benches, like being like a backup. They were like, oh, you guys can go at like 10 o'clock. And I was like, okay, shoot, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah. Well, the next article I had for you guys, this one I'm excited for because I didn't even know this was a thing. I did not even know this was a thing.
Disgusting.
We all know Florida. We all know the Florida man jokes, everybody, right? Beer belly wrestling and mud duel to feature in first Florida Man Games. There is a new thing called the Florida Man Games, okay? Now, here's the article. The games will offer an opportunity to live like a Florida man for a day and was inspired by headlines detailing the outlandish behavior of individuals in the state. This gets my balls tingling. Okay, let's be honest here. Florida Man Games, that's amazing. And let me tell you why. Because the first thing that they say on here is an evading arrest obstacle course, where real police officers will chase participants, is the headline event at the Bazaar competition.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Okay.
You have real police officers in evading arrest obstacle course. Like, this is insane.
That is crazy.
It says, the Florida Man phenomenon has been an internet mainstay for around a decade, largely thanks to a Twitter account that posts real headlines detailing the outlandish behaviors of individuals in the state. Florida Man desperate for... Oh, this is just one thing. It says, Florida man desperate for ride to Hooters calls 911. Florida man arrested for trying to get alligator drunk. Florida man tries to steal rack of ribs by stashing it in his pants. Just a few stories there of these Florida man things, right? So busy are the outlandish Florida men, right? That there's even a Florida man birthday challenge. Yeah, this was what I was going to say. The birthday challenge thing where you Google your own birthday and Florida man with it and see what's happened on your birthday. But This is just insane to me. I love this. I love that they're
I wanna go
embracing it,
see.
honestly. This says, a few Floridians have embraced the stereotypes that come with the strange headlines by creating the Florida Man Games, described as the most insane athletic showdown on Earth. Of course they're going to label it that. Because why wouldn't they? Am I right? It's the Florida Man Games. Why wouldn't they label it the most insane athletic showdown on Earth? By its organizers, the game's scheduled for February 24th, 2024, and will involve the evading arrest obstacle course, in which contestants jump over fences through yards while being chased by real police officers. Wow. There's so many
Do you want to
things that
hear
could be-
mine? What happened on my birthday?
Sure.
It says, Florida man attempts to hide underwater from cops, gets arrested after coming up for air.
Nice.
So not super
Yeah.
crazy, but I thought it
Well-
said Florida man attempts to hide underwear from cops. So I was like, that's a little gross, but why do
Nice.
they want his underwear? But
Yeah.
yeah, I
mean, there's
read
just-
wrong.
There's just so many things that could be, there's just so many little like off routes we could take on this. That'd be so many edgy jokes off this. But there will also be the Category 5 cash grab, where participants try to grasp as much money in a wind-blowing booth, the weaponized pool noodle mud duel, and the beer belly wrestling. Gosh, I mean, here's a few quotes from some people, I guess. It said, "We thought, how can we really play on these Florida Man headlines that we hear so much about?" The event's creator, Pete Melfi, told the Orlando Centennial. "Someone gave me the idea to make it into an athletic competition," he said. "It's going to be a wild day of mud games and Florida-style obstacle courses. It's going to really be an opportunity to live like that Florida Man life for a day." That's amazing. I love that. I was really excited for that one. I really was. Yeah,
Do you want to hear your birthday? Yours are
Yeah,
actually kind of crazy.
I've definitely read it before, so I think I know what it is. But
This one says Florida man steals candles, sprays people with bear mace.
let's go.
So yours is kind of crazy. And then
Let's go.
there's another
Rep-
one that
Rep the
says
July birthdays. Florida
there's
Man.
another one that says Florida man steals alligator from golf course, tries teaching it a lesson by throwing it on roof of bar.
Nice.
So a
Let's
little
go.
crazier for yours, but that's fun.
So yeah, that was our second one, guys. Florida Man Games. For the last one, we have Hannah taking it over here. She said she
I
wanted
know
to do this one.
nothing about this.
She has 2 links to follow here. She knows nothing. She hasn't even read the headlines. So you guys are getting straight, just with you, raw reading right here.
Am I reading
Let's
both of
go.
these headlines?
Read the first one first. The first
Okay.
one covers
Am I
like
gonna
more of
be
what it is.
scared?
No, you're not going to be scared. Okay, this is a little bit for the theme of the Halloween episode, guys. This is what
I
we're
don't
doing.
read well, so bear with
Hannah
me.
does have dyslexia, so feel free to laugh.
I also just don't read well. Like
Let's go.
period. It says Skelmorley's Pennywise style clown is back with a message and a game for the nation. Okay.
Mhm.
The masked character wearing a Pennywise style outfit has created a game for people across Scotland to take part in.
So
Is this like the stalker one or
yeah, so what's happening is this guy or girl, nobody even knows. I don't know how this hasn't been handled, and they're just like kind of letting this happen. But there's some person dressing up in a Pennywise clown suit that's stalking this little village in Scotland and creating like all these different games that these people have to play and all these other
to
things.
survive?
I don't know. I read the article. I don't know.
I'm like scared.
I don't think it's to survive, or I think they would have taken this person out by now. But
That's like terrifying. A clown that has been stalking the streets of a Scottish village is back and has a message for the nation. The masked character wearing a Pennywise style outfit has created a game for the country to play in after previously leaving riddles and clues for the villagers of Skelmorley in North Ayrshire to solve. In a video uploaded to Facebook at the weekend, the clown has highlighted a number of landmarks across Scotland and is urging people to visit them and take pictures of their scariest faces.
Yeah.
The snapshots would then be shared online with the hashtag #SkelmorleyClown. The Duke of Wellington statue in Glasgow, which is well known due to the iconic traffic cone on its head, is one of the hotspots singled out by the clown. Ooh, am I supposed to read all of this?
No, you can go to the next one if you want.
Okay.
That one's pretty much just kind of giving the breakdown of what's
Yeah,
going on and this new game that he's creating.
I wanted a scary story. It's supposed to be Halloween.
The
Scary.
next one
Will it scare me?
is it's the clown still. I didn't actually read any. I literally just read the title on this one. It's about him daring the police to try and come after him.
Oh, okay. It says clown stalking village streets and leaving residents terrified. Dares police to catch them.
It's a ballsy man right there, or woman. Who knows?
The person wearing a Pennywise-style outfit uploaded a video to Facebook in response to news reports that they have Skelmorley's locals terrified. It's basically the same kind of thing. It's just him wanting, or
Find
him,
the police
her.
part. Find the police part. There has to be a police part in there somewhere.
Oh, wait. The person wearing a Pennywise-style outfit has allegedly been leaving red balloons around Skelmorley in North Ayrshire.
So Pennywise in real life. That's what.
Oh,
Yeah.
a Facebook account for the Skelmorley clown has been set up with the name Cole Damois. So that's his name, and they're wanting to.
I don't know.
In the rhyming video, they said, well, I made the news again. So apparently they made a Facebook video and said, should I smile for the cameras with my hideous grin?
Wow. So mocking the police. Interesting. Mocking media, I guess.
The Facebook profile says the character studied at clown school and lives in Skelmorley.
Wow.
In response to a local who said the clown had deleted previous posts because they were getting too much heat, they said, what a stupid thing to say.
Nice.
Police Scotland said to be aware of the clown's posts, but when contacted by Sky News, a force spokesperson said police have not received any reports. The clown, who seemingly first appeared in the village in 2021, said, do you think that I care? They'd have to catch me first anyway, and yes, that's a dare. They called me killer clown. Why don't you leave the jokes to me? The only thing that's dying is your credibility. Calling out the journalists who have covered the story, the clown added, this clown doesn't want fame, glory, or gold. He just wants to play in this so-called sleepy town. So come and join in and learn to fear the Skelmorley clown. In response to the video, one user wrote, out of all the clowns in the village, he's the best. Another
all
added,
the clowns in the village.
So I'm guessing he's calling everyone who lives in the village clowns.
Oh.
Another added, brilliant, love it, every year, please don't stop. Another person also told the clown to never stop, adding, we were out the other night in Skelmorley hoping to bump into you. And that is the end of that.
Okay, so what is wrong with these mentally ill people wanting to bump into this clown?
I don't know. I'd be freaked out.
Yeah, bump into him, little shank.
No, I'd be freaked out. If I see any clown on the street, I am deathly afraid of clowns. If I see any freaking clown on the street coming towards me, or just anywhere about, I will be throwing hands. That's why I can't go to a haunted house. Nothing. I've never been to a haunted house.
Yeah, we should have gone to a haunted house this year.
No, I don't like haunted houses.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm a little child. Yeah. Well, yeah, there's the killer clown story for you guys.
He's not a killer clown.
Who knows? Maybe he's going to commit a murder next.
Maybe.
Wait for it. Yeah. Anything? Well, yeah, I guess anything else you want to throw in there?
Oh, it was on there
What?
when you were selling your
Oh, I wasn't going to talk about that.
No, do talk about it. It was weird.
Okay, I guess we'll talk about this to end the episode, guys. So the other day, I sold an old iMac I had to a guy on Facebook. When we showed up to do the exchange, we had to go to Panera over here because he wanted to plug it in and try it out and make sure it worked. So we had to take the gigantic desktop in there, plug it in, make sure it worked. But this man shows up in the parking lot. No shoes, no socks, crusty, dusty toenails out. Okay? Just walking around. Just out for a nice stroll. And then he goes into the Panera, no shoes, no socks, nothing.
She literally opens my car door and is like, this man's not wearing any shoes. And I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah. I kind of feared for my life. Kind of thought he was going to try and shove his feet in my mouth.
That is so gross.
So yeah, that was a fun little event from the other day. But yeah, I guess we can wrap it up there, guys. Great episode. Great energy. Great
Yeah,
environment.
That was a good episode.
Great environment, ladies and gentlemen. That's been episode 27. We love you guys. We thank you for watching, listening, supporting, and that's going to do it. Anything else you want to say before we roll on out of here?
Nope.
Woo! That's it, guys. We will see you all next week. Get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We love you all.